Hello and welcome to Gobbygonk Making a Movie Tutorial Part 1. I'm using ZSoft Screen Recorder. You see I've double clicked it there and you minimise it. And it says press 8 for F8 to start recording. I've also got Fraps, which is free. The last one, ZSoft, cost about £20. And let's press the button F3 to record with, and I can have it full screen or half screen. I choose half size because it's a very big file, each recording, and you can choose where your sound source is from. That's grayed out because it's all going through that. You can change it to other things. You have to test it out, see if it records the sound. Minimize that, and I've also got Coral Video Studio. You could use Vegas or Windows Movie Maker. There's Magic's Music Maker and ZSoft Video Converter. I use to compress the files. Music Maker to change the voices, record it, and that's, well, Model Viewer. Get the latest version of it. I'll show you about that later. Now this is the first screen you get. It's a dark blue or bluish screen. I'm changing the size so you can see nice. You can make it full screen like that. Now I'm changing the colour because that blue is sort of, it's a bit neutral. So you want something stands out and it's not the same as the model you're going to choose. So, because we're going to make that background disappear. Now I go to, as you can see, it's got load character. If you saved a character from before, the lighting doesn't seem to work on this latest model view version. So I type in Deathwing as the path. I'll return that, and there is Deathwing the dragon. Now he's got different, down the bottom you see there's different animations you can apply to him, and there I've made him fly stand sort of thing. He's flapping in a hovering kind of way. Now I'm zooming backwards with the mouse wheel. That's to get his wings to not hit the bottom, because you can't move him into the centre of the screen, so you just have to experiment with this. So now I've got him zoomed very small, but you can make him as big as you like later. Now that's Fraps in the corner. It's now recording when it goes red. So I've hit the F3 and recording a sequence of Deathwing hovering, and now I've hit F3 again to stop it. But we didn't want to see him, we want to see Deathwing the humanoid. This is Deathwing in his humanoid form. Again, he's got tons of animations. These are all animations that characters have in Warcraft. And now I've got an attack with two hands. And you see he's got nothing in his hands, but he's doing the motion. Now we go to effects and we put something in his right hand, and now we've got all the weapons that you'd use with the right hand. And there's loads of them. And I want a two-handed axe maybe. Look at, there's so many weapons to choose from, so it's to lessen the number. We double click on the axe, two-handed. Now only the two-handed axes will be shown. So we'll scroll down. Now I don't know which one to choose, so I'll just have a guess. And I chose that one. That's a little bug I've got on my version. You might not have that bug. I have to hit enter to get rid of that OK button. Now there, I've changed it to the one below, which looks a bit better than that last one. And OK that. So now I've got him swinging his axe in a fighting scene. We record that animation. He repeats it, so you just want one recording of it. You don't have to keep on recording. Now I change it to a different attack. You swing it that way. So that you can record that if you want. If you want to have him having different attacks. Now we also want a kind of before he attacks kind of animation, so we'll have him standing. So he's standing with his axe just before he's going to attack you, or attack the creature. And we want another one, because that looks a bit nothing. That's a better one. Now you can see the axe a bit more, and he's standing ready to use the axe in the combat situation. And we'll also have him doing a parry. So he's parrying with 2-hand. That's a two-handed axe parry. There's so many more you can do. That you can keep going there. We've got him doing a battle roar with the axe. So we'll get rid of the axe because we don't really want to do it. I was just showing you how to use that. So what we'll do is we select the two-handed thing and choose none, and it's gone. And you can see the green screen behind him doesn't clash with any of his colours. Now once we've recorded it, the file gets quite big, as you can see. Now they're inside this folder called fraps, which is on my H drive. There's 6 I've recorded already. I've recorded some inside Warcraft, some backgrounds, and there's 4 inside the model viewer. Now I click one. Now look how size that is, 722 megabyte. So I select them all, load them into this silly soft video converter, which will compress it. And you can see after using the DivX video setting, and we'll choose what folder to put it in. Now we use the converted videos, and we'll make a new folder because all my other movies are in there. And we'll call this one tutorial. We'll start. I spelled it wrong there. Let's see if I can spell tutorial. Nope. Try again. That's better. So I finally managed to spell tutorial correctly. Now, as you can see, that's the finished size, much smaller, from 72 megabyte. Some of them, that's almost a gig for one file. It's too big, you have to get it down. I choose the highest quality, and there's not much change from the normal setting. So we'll leave the audio quality for now, and it will go into there, the H drive, and now I just hit convert, and it will do it. Now I'm using the unroasted version, which is free. It limits you to 3 minutes, which is plenty. And all you have to do is just don't record over 3 minutes, and just stop recording and then start recording again, and you'll get an almost continuous amount of footage, whatever you want. Okay, so that is going through. So you don't work on it until you've reduced the size of these files. The quality stays the same. You don't lose on quality. As long as you choose that video quality highest, then you won't lose any quality in the pictures. Now go to the folder that held the originals. That was in the fraps folder on my H drive, and I'm selecting them all. And look at the size at 1.37 gigabyte. Now I just shift and click, and it deletes them all permanently. So you don't even want them in your bin. Check out part 2.